Hey, here's the question we get. Do I have to have a financial hardship in order to do a short sale?
Well, yes and no. Really, financial hardships typically result in somebody being behind on their mortgage payments,
Right.
and therefore that causes a bank to want to consider to take a discount on the mortgage and allow you to sell your property.
Yeah.
However, there is such a thing as what's been called over the years a strategic default, which is
Okay.
where somebody just chooses to default on their mortgage because they no longer want to keep their property. Now, the reasons for doing that are many. I'm not here to say whether that is a right thing to do or a wrong thing to do, but there are people that will just stop paying their mortgage because they no longer want to keep the home. They may have the financial ability to, they no longer want to keep the property or the home that they're in. So when you default, whether you strategically do it, whether you do it via hardship, you put pressure, if you will, on the bank. You put an onus on the bank to have to make a decision. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to let you continue to own your property for the rest of your life and never make another mortgage payment to us again? Are we going to go down the path of actually filing a foreclosure notice and taking the property back via foreclosure so we can get some money back in our pockets? Because that's what we're in the business of doing as a bank, is loaning out money and getting money back for it. Or are we willing to look at alternative options such as doing a short sale? So the answer is really, once you're in default, the options open up to you regardless of how you got that to that particular place.
That sounds a lot to me like when a large company, we might sometimes see in the headlines, they do what they call like a reorganization or restructuring of debt.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm not going to pay for this, I'm going to pay you less, right?
Yeah.
I've seen some major corporations do that. Obviously, there's a little more to it at that point, but essentially it's the same thing. It's saying, strategically, I know that coming down the road, I can't keep this up. I'm not going to try anymore. And so here, we're going to stop making payments, and now it's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, one of the issues you can get into is that sometimes people will continue to make payments on their property, but they might be someone like myself who about 7-10 years ago, I found myself borrowing money from a credit card to make a mortgage payment. Well, sure, I guess technically I had the ability to keep my mortgage payments current while I ran up credit card debt.
It just wasn't very
But
smart.
eventually that was going to get to a place where I could no longer continue to do that, and I hit that wall where I now only had mortgage debt, but I also had credit card debt, and I then became behind on both. So if you see yourself going down that path, reach out to us, let us know. We'd be happy to chat with you around your different options. You do have options. That's the important thing here to know.
Yep.
Thanks so much.